Well, good morning. It's Friday morning and it is the 5th of March. The 5th of March. Continuing the debates that John Stott has pointed out to us, debates that religious leaders in Israel had with Jesus. They never won a debate, but you got to give them credit for trying all the time, I guess. I don't know. Eventually, their answer to the whole debate was, let's have him killed. That's the only way we're going to win. The debate over divorce is the title of today's devotion, and we're referenced to Matthew today. Matthew chapter 19, verses 3 through 9. He opens with the quote from verses 4 and 5 there. Haven't you read that at the beginning the Creator made them male and female and said, for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. Once again, some Pharisees came to Jesus to test him. According to Matthew, their question was this: is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any and every reason? It was a test question about the grounds for divorce and has a modern ring about it. But it was an old question too. During the first century BC, the rival Pharisaic parties, led by Rabbi Shammai and Rabbi Hillel respectively, were debating this very question. Rabbi Shammai was strict, maintaining that divorce was permissible only for a serious sexual offense. Rabbi Hillel, on the other hand, was lax, arguing that a man might divorce his wife for even the most trivial offenses, such as that she was quarrelsome or a bad cook. So the Pharisees wanted to embroil Jesus in this rabbinic debate. Whose side was Jesus on? Jesus did not give the Pharisees a direct answer to their question about divorce. Instead, he spoke to them about marriage. He referred them back to Genesis 1 and 2, drawing their attention to the two facts that human sexuality is a divine creation and human marriage a divine institution. For he bracketed two texts, Genesis 1:27 and Genesis 2:24, and made God the author of both. For the same Creator who at the beginning made them male and female also said in the biblical text, for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. Therefore, Jesus said, adding his personal endorsement, what God has joined together, literally yoked together, let man not separate. This teaching is unambiguous. The marriage bond is more than a human contract, it is a divine yoke. Although Moses permitted divorce for a serious offense, Jesus called it a concession to the hardness of human hearts. It was not this way from the beginning. In my own pastoral ministry, I have found Jesus' priority a very helpful rule. Whenever anybody asks to come and talk with me about divorce, I decline until we have first talked about marriage and reconciliation. And those are the toughies. Those are the toughies. Many people, I think especially in our day today, we don't really understand the depth of marriage. It's just something you do when you fall in love. It's just not for everybody even anymore. Marriage has fallen out of favor with a lot of groups of folks. But for many, it's a dream, it's a pinnacle, it's an achievement to get to. And we make it a dream world, a fantasy to achieve. And yet it's tougher than that, isn't it? Those of us who are married have found that to be true. It's not just you live happily ever after, it's working at it. And when that falls through, oftentimes people get angry with each other. They reach what we refer to as irreconcilable differences, and they get divorced. High divorce rate in America, whether in the church or out of the church. I like John Stott's position. Let's first talk about what marriage is and what it really is supposed to be about. Now let's see if we can reconcile. It's a tough subject. It's a very, very difficult subject. And Moses himself, because of the hardness of the heart of people, made a rule to allow it in some instances. And of course, as history's gone on and our cultures have distanced themselves, then there are more allowable situations. Not condemning, just pointing out a fact for us, that marriage is a holy thing as far as God is concerned. And if we have been divorced, there is reconciliation for that. There is forgiveness. It's a sin. Bible says that clearly, but it's not the only one, and it's not the chief one. It's just one of them. And there is forgiveness for sins, and there is reconciliation with the Lord, if not possible between humans at times. So, it's not always easy to follow the Lord's ways, but it's what we're called to, and so we work at that. Blessings to you today.